30 times people ruined their own case in court, according to Reddit. Number 30. My opposing counsel made some off-the-cuff remarks about how their client had to go to another remote office to get all of the records they wanted to use against my client. That let me know that the witness they were trying to use to introduce the records as evidence wasn't actually familiar with the records or the records keeping process. In the jurisdiction we were in anyway, records were exception to hearsay rule, but you needed someone familiar with the creation and maintenance of the records to get them admitted. I attacked the witness's qualifications to get the records admitted and ended up getting the records excluded. I then made a motion for a direct verdict on the grounds that they couldn't prove the case without the records, and won. All because the opposing counsel complained that their witness had to go way out of their way to get the records for court. Well, there you go. So, as we continue, we're rolling up to number 29 on the list of 30 times people ruined their own case in court. Here we go. Number 29. Not a lawyer, but I am a former insurance fraud investigator. We were at a hearing before the WCB. I had something like 18 hours of video spread over a 2-week period of a claimant doing the roofing work. The problem for me was that the video didn't get a clear face shot. Normally, what we like to do was get in close, show the face for a positive identification, and zoom out. Bonus if the claimant was wearing distinctive clothing that could easily be tied to them. Because of where this guy lived, all I could do was show someone who matched this description getting out of a truck registered to him every morning. He wore a hat, he had a beard, and he had neither at the hearing. Oh, I see the problem. So, the company lawyer is prepping me and basically letting me know to be on point because the claimant's attorney is almost certainly going to challenge the fact that it is his client in the video. The video got tossed. The case was lost. About 2 minutes into the hearing, the claimant's attorney agrees to stipulate to the fact that it is his client in all of the video. All of it. Our attorney was shocked. That was pretty much the only leg they had to stand on. The claimant attorney was incredibly smug right after, like it was no big deal. Evidently, his strategy was to show that his client wasn't really a professional roofer since he was doing the roof the wrong way. He tried to get me to answer questions about roofing. I refused, as it was beyond the scope of my work, and he just wouldn't let it go. After about an hour of back and forth over this, the judge finally said, "Counselor, it doesn't matter if your client is doing the work well. What matters is that he has stated numerous times and under oath that he cannot work. Whether he's doing it for free or for cash or for fun has no bearing on the fact that he's doing roofing work while collecting compensation benefits, which he was awarded because he couldn't do roofing work." Ooh. Guys, this is getting a bit technical, and that doesn't make for the considerably entertaining type of list that I was in the mood for, and I'm sure that you're in the mood for too. But it's not like we can just bail on this motherfucker 2 entries in. So what we're just going to hope with all our heart of hearts is that they get more entertaining, and yeah, that'll have some kind of effect on the list that's already been made out of entries that people have already submitted. But yeah, man. Through the power of hope and wishing, we'll be able to change what might otherwise be set in stone. Hopefully everybody had a great day or evening. I streamed earlier today, and if you couldn't be a part of that, I apologize. And if you didn't want to, then fuck you, buddy. As we roll up to number 28, IAAL, Who knows what it means? Let's get into it. Not my case, but I was in the courtroom watching a trial. Pro se defendant who was accused of flashing a guard and masturbating till climax. As a pro se defendant, he defended himself at trial without an attorney. Prosecutor was doing well proving the case. When the female deputy was on the stand, the defendant asked her one question. If you saw me do that, what you claim I did, how big is my dick? The deputy responded by raising her hands and estimated about 15 inches. The guy grinned, turned to the jury, nodded, and said, "Yeah, that's right," and sat down. Obviously, he was convicted. He was doing a less than 10-year prison sentence, so this conviction wasn't of much consequence, but I'll never forget it. Well, at least he was proud, and he got to show off in front of that jury. Bing bong. Fat Man says, "Hey Kyle, Emmy and I are plotting against you." What does that mean, plotting against me? You can't do anything like that. Don't worry about it. Oh, man. I did do why I took so long to make this list is because I was sorting out the thing in case anybody hits me with Tree Fitty. And I also put this on the soundboard in case anybody wanted to hear it more often. But it's probably just creepy boners. But I'll play it right now anyway.
Slap it on some toast.
That's on a soundboard now. How ignorant is that? Get your shit together, Kyle. Let's move this mic in a little bit closer and roll up the list. As we reach number 27, wait, somebody called my name. Stacy says, "I sent you a Snapchat, Kyle. I'm sorry I got busy after work, but I'm going to stay awake until you're done streaming." You don't have to do that. These streams tend to, go pretty long. That's because I want people to not feel like they got gypped and had a small list, and I also like providing that distraction. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh boy. So as we continue up this list, we reach number 27. I keep seeing the acronym IAAL. I'm not sure what that means, but maybe we'll find out. I sued a trucking company for underpayment of wages. They claim they paid by route and not by the hour, despite doing their payroll by the hour. Because they had a USPS subcontract, that supposedly told them to pay by the route. Defense calls the owner of the business to the stand, and the questions her about the contract, which is clearly incomplete. She explains that the company gets a new subcontract every 4 years without fail. On cross-examination, I flip to the first page of the contract and read the date, which is spring of 2011. So, question, did I read that correctly? Answer, yes. Question, and you get a new contract every 4 years? Yes. Question, so you got a new one around the same time in 2015? Answer, yes. Question, and why haven't you produced that contract today? A, I haven't seen it in years, but it's the same thing. Okay. Question, where does this contract tell you to pay your drivers by the route? Wow. When she can't answer, I follow up with, and the 2015 contract that we don't have says the same thing? Wow. My client started working for them at the end of 2015. Their whole argument was based on a contract they couldn't find. We won. Monkey says, Kyle, I think IAAL is I am a lawyer. Interesting. And now we all know that. I hope everybody's having a fantastic evening. As we travel up, we reach number 26. Eddie's Wiki, I love you, man. That's sweet of you. That's the hottest mixtape that I've had drop all night. You see what I'm saying? My man. I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate you. I think we're gonna have to hit Eddie's Wiki with a golf clap, guys. Yeah. Thank you, Eddie's Wiki. Thank you. So as we travel up the list to number 25, Wait a minute. You didn't read 26. This guy, he's trying to weasel out of this list. Wow. 26 reads, oh, I've got one. I was about 5 when this happened. Okay. But my parents explained it years later. There was a series of trees on the sidewalk in front of each house on the street. Although they were not part of our yard, the tree was owned by my parents, and they were responsible for it. Some guy tripped over a branch and was seriously injured. He came after my parents for all of the money. The dude showed up with a mountain of evidence, hospital bills, psychologist testimonials, a photo montage of his slow and painful recovery. Apparently, his lawyer brandished this stuff like a bat before the court. My parents' lawyer thought he had a good case until the first day of court when he walked over with a picture and asked, "Is this your tree?" My parents looked at the photo in disbelief. No, that's actually not our tree. The opposing counsel repeated the question. It went back and forth a few times until my parents' lawyers incredulously produced a picture of their tree, which was, even to the untrained eye, a completely different tree. And at that point, the opposing counsel whirled around and started screaming at his client, "You said that was their tree." Case summarily dismissed. My parents walked out in shock, came home, and bought me ice cream. All's well that ends well. Well, damn, y'all. That's not even their tree. That's not even their tree. Hello, Emmy. Wonderful to see you, as usual. And Faith, I hope you had a wonderful day, too. Kelsey says hello to everyone and hello to me specifically. That's so sweet of you, Kelsey. I hope you had a great day. Legendary Fat Man says, Kyle, do you have your pants on? Why? Why you guys look. I don't even know how to feel about the fact that Emily has gone above and beyond in certain ridiculous instances, okay? And made it so that you guys know that, yes, I'm comfortable when I record these. I have to be. And I'm recording in a love seat right now because I don't have a proper chair to sit in, which Lexeus has sorted out. Wonderful and incredible Lexeus. So that will be coming in a big way. And Fat Man, don't think I've forgotten you. I know that you hooked me up, but that chair is essentially for guests because, you know, you can call me the original Fat Man. You know what I'm talking about? Bing bong. So guys, I love you. As we roll up this list, we're ending up at number 25. Well, accidentally proved, not often. Made tactical errors, often. Arguing a case on a voter recount in front of a judge. The judge says, "I'm going with X. That's in my favor," so I shut up. Opposing counsel, I'm arguing a different point later, suddenly goes back to the earlier point and belabors it. Client, also a lawyer, says to me, "Don't say anything." I whisper back, "Don't worry, I wasn't planning to." The judge begins rubbing his nose and looking irritated. After a few minutes, cuts off opposing counsel and says, "I already ruled on this point." Mr. Smith, me, anything to add? I replied in the negative and won my motion. I just hate the way that this was communicated. I hate it. I hate it. I'm sorry, am I missing anything? Anyway, number 24. I'm a lawyer. I think Hannah's talking about how she loves the chair because I did have her sit in it when she came, and we were talking about how I should have her stream on camera and like be on a microphone somewhere while she's doing that. It would be amusing. We can get Hannah a low cut top. You know what I'm talking about? And she can win all the internet Twitch times. As we reach number 24 on the list of 30 times people ruin their own cases in court. I'm a lawyer, but this was from my time as a law clerk. Tattoo artist around 40 gets charged with rape of an employee. Damn. The victim is 17. Oh no. It's technical kid rape. We don't know what state it is, so I'm withholding that. This list doesn't get to have a freebie. Very fragile and barely able to sit in the same room as the defendant. She stares at the table the entire time, and you're barely able to hear her speak. She does not elaborate much on details, but basically he forced himself on her after closing the shop for the day. The defendant's story is that the employee came on to him and that the sex was consensual. The defense calls a witness, another employee at the same shop, to basically tell everybody what a stand-up guy the defendant was. If I were to guess, I think the court was undecided, but maybe leaning on a not guilty verdict up until this point. The defense witness takes the stand, starts telling a story of how the defendant, while doing a tattoo on her, tried to hold her down and kiss her, but had to stop because someone else came into the shop. Game over. The perp got convicted of rape. A week later, he declared that he was satisfied with the penalty and chose not to appeal. Well, this was a bit heavy, so as we roll up to number 23, not a lawyer, but in a suit. I just like that out of context. Just that phrase alone. Like, I'm not a lawyer, but look at my suit. I'm Hannibal Buress, okay? All right, sorry. Suit in this context was actually a lawsuit, not an actual suit. But my way is funnier. You gotta laugh at the silly stuff, guys. Not a lawyer, but in a suit against an employer or an employee, her attorney presented our contract and their contract to demonstrate the difference to prove that his client hadn't stolen ours. Where did you get our contract? Dumbasses. We won, spent a couple $100,000. Defendants both ordered to pay $10,000, filed bankruptcy, and dissolved business. Started a new company with another competitor. Oh no. That's pretty intense. I guess that's what happens. Yeah, well, let's roll up this list, guys. Number 22. When I first started, my firm had me on a case where the client claimed he lost because of ineffective assistance of the counsel. Basically, saying that the old lawyer didn't do his job, so we prepare an argument based on not asking the right questions, not communicating, etc. We think it's going to be a tough case, but not unwinnable. And you made all of that noise on the microphone, Kyle. Somebody was probably thinking to themselves, man, this is boring, and then that crap came out of your mouth. Don't blame me, guys. Blame the lawyers. These fuddy-duddy assholes. Lawyers must be too busy being rich and spoiling people with the money they making to fucking be interesting and amusing as people. Because these are so unentertaining as far as anecdotes are concerned. Tell something in a way that's wild. You know what I mean? I like to think I could tell a person a story about how I went to the kitchen to get some cereal, but I realized the milk was expired, but I still had to think about it because I wanted that Captain Crunch so bad. You know what I mean? When you're asking questions like, man, it's expired, but is it expired? You know what I mean? Look. Finish the damn entry. 22. When I first started my firm, had me on a case where the client claimed he lost because of ineffective assistance on the counsel, basically saying that the old lawyer didn't do his job. So we prepared an argument based on not asking the right questions, not communicating, etc. We think it's going to be a tough case, but not unwinnable. Then we get the response to our complaint, where the old lawyer argues that he was only ineffective because he didn't have time to prepare the case and only reviewed it the morning of the original trial. He had known about the case for months, by the way. The judge saw this, and during the trial, we had essentially asked, isn't this the definition of ineffective counsel? Not giving enough time to your client? The silence from his side of the court was amazing. Needless to say, the trial didn't last much longer after that. Thanks, opposing counsel. I guess you were ineffective for both of you. Wow. Genevieve Hewitt says, yeah, PC, Kyle is always pantsless. What's the problem with that, Genevieve? You need to get used to it, Genevieve. You need to enjoy me without pants, and you need to be happy for it in your day. It needs to make your day better. Mr. Helper Boy says, lawyers always have to bring every detail into the conversation so they won't get sued, Kyle. Hey, look, man, being anal and very descriptive and articulate with what you mean and what you're saying, it's not a bad thing, I guess, at the end of the day, especially if it saves your ass down the road. The Red Jinx herself says, oh, she's saying hi to Emmy. How goes the Etsy store? Kitty says, Kyle, I answered your question on Snapchat, by the way. I don't remember what I asked. I don't remember anything. Faith says, Kyle doesn't need to wear pants. Oh boy, we better drop this. We better drop this topic as we roll up the list of 30 times people ruin their own case in court. Wow. Number 21 reads, I'm not a lawyer, but my parents were in a lawsuit where this happened. They owned a business, and on either side of it were businesses as well. Their neighbor to the left sued us, claiming that we had been using their property without paying them or without permission, that we were essentially trying to adverse possess it. Nigga, what? We got a surveyor to come in, and the surveyor said that not only were we using all of our property, but we had been paying rent to them on about 20 feet of what was also our property. Obviously, they were unhappy, so they got their own surveyor, who gave us 50 feet. We won the lawsuit. Now their little patch of property has a rusty fence around it with keep out signs everywhere. It's about 20 by 10 feet. Life is unfair. Well, not really. Justice was served here. Emmy says, I have the materials to make computer decals. You know? Man, I wish I wasn't boring in the decorative department, or that I had places to go that I could show off things that I might have made for me. Misa Watson says, I was scared she was going to ban me for saying bitches. LOL. Who, Melissa? You're Sean Watson's wife. You think people can just come in here and ban your ass? You might as well be a mod. Sean's laid the groundwork here, lady. Don't be fearful. Don't let Sarah Bishop roll up in here and scare everybody out of speaking their mind, because that's all I ever wanted out of my children. And I wish for you to be happy and feel comfortable in voicing what comes to your mind, regardless of whether some people tripping them hormone salads, baby. Uh-oh. Listen, as we roll up to number 20, a guy I used to work with was going through a messy divorce about 20 years ago now. His soon-to-be ex-wife was a psycho, and her father was a psychologist. Yeah, that's how we pronounce that now. So he was pulling all of the strings. Even had my coworker arrested at work one day, bullshit charge. The divorce case took years. One young son involved, and at every turn my friend lost because of something the father filed or another string he pulled. In the end, they were in court, and it was very apparent that my friend was going to lose custody and all visitation rights. Jesus Christ, Kyle, you can do this. Every plea he entered was squashed, and he was mentally broken. The judge asked the ex-wife if she had anything else to add, and she said she had a written statement that she wanted the judge to read. The bailiff took the paper from her and handed it to the judge, who unfolded the note and read it. He stopped for a minute and asked her if she was certain she wanted this note added to the case, and she said yes. The judge turned to my friend and said, paraphrasing, "Mr. Dude, all of these years, all of these claims that I ruled against you, the court profusely apologizes. I did not believe you, but now I do. Ruling in your favor," bangs the gavel. "I grant you full legal and physical custody of your minor child. Bailiff, please handcuff Miss Blank." My buddy was stunned that he won and happy at the same time. He later found out that the note said, "Give me my son or I'll fucking kill you." No way this bitch was that crazy. No way this bitch was that crazy. No way this bitch passed a letter to a judge that said, "Give me my son or I'll fucking kill you." No way. Somebody said, "Jesus H, tap dancing Christ." She had literally won, but couldn't hold the crazy in long enough to seal the deal, dude. Women are crazy. Women are crazy, dude. She had a note passed to a judge. What blows my mind is, aren't you aware that this is rolling in your favor? Aren't you aware that this is going to go your way? And you, holy hell, we got a cool entry. So that's cool. It only took me 10 entries. Jesus. As we roll up the list of 30 times people ruined their own cases in court, we arrive at number 19. Wow. Obligatory, I am not a lawyer, but I am a certified paralegal. I went to court and spoke for a friend at a hearing. I can ask questions to both parties and address the judge. The only thing I can't do is object to other lawyers' line of questioning. So here's what happened. Best male friend was fighting a restraining order against him because of his crazy ex-girlfriend. Everyone was in the courtroom that day, including her. Her lawyer questions my boyfriend about their relationship. And as an aside, they lived together. He moved out and got his own place, but they were still together. She got obsessively crazier to the point where they broke up. She wanted some stuff back that she gifted him, and he refused to let her in while not home to get it. She got crazy, angry, and made a scene in his front yard. The fuck? That was a really scary noise. She made a scene in his front yard, getting cops called, and the neighbor's dog taken for being a pit bull in a park where they were not allowed. Bullshit, I know. Next thing you know, she's got a restraining order on his mom, who lived right next door to her son, and is trying to get one on him and sue him for his shit back. So when he's on the stand, I'm questioning him about the incident, about her showing up and trying to break in. His mother called him the moment she saw her banging on the door, so he beat the police there. She had gotten in and was in the living room, and I asked him if he was in fear of her, and he said absolutely, because upon walking in, she slid an iron bar from her sweatshirt sleeve, telling him to back off. He was just standing there, mouth open, wide, and in shock. Cue her turn on the stand. I asked her about the day, if she had gotten in. She insisted she did via a key, which we knew was a lie. She never had a key. So then I asked her about the iron bar. Why did you have it? Where did it come from? My cop friend gave it to me to protect myself while driving from road rage. It's in my car all the time, so I just brought it with me in case anyone was inside that wanted to mess with me. And then she said, "And did you have it up your sleeve?" And she said, "Yeah, because I didn't want neighbors to think I was breaking stuff." She was bawling and slamming her fists into her thighs and pulling her own hair, wailing. Oh. I rested after that. She admitted to trespassing while carrying a concealed weapon. Both restraining orders rescinded. She was asked to stay away from the after court was adjourned, and the judge handed her mandatory therapy and committed her for observation. Fuck you, Shauna. Well, what a wild roller coaster of a ride that was, that I almost was having difficulty swallowing, so articulating it properly was even more difficult for me, and I apologize. It seems like you guys are really getting along for the first time in the stream in a way that's not just like banana, lollipop licking insane as usual. So I'm guessing that the little kids are too tired because of skew to be getting down the way that they usually do. Hummingbird says, I swear if Kyle gets into a hurricane while recording, that would butt interesting. Come on, Hummingbird. What a strange thing to wish upon someone. And odds are, if the hurricane gets fierce enough, it'll knock out my power, and then I won't have internet. So I guess that's what you want from me too. It's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Sin Duncan says, Kyle, do you want a May key change? May key change. I think he's asking if I want like a May thing for my keychain. That's better. May keychain. I can see that as kind of cute. But why not like a Junkrat keychain or something? Even this I would want if it wasn't obnoxiously priced. I'm not sure this is worth $10. Overwatch hat and socks. Take it down a notch, guys. Jeez. I think Sean Watson was saying something at one point and I missed it. Oh boy. I apologize. Oh yeah, Sean said Sean and Melissa Watson, the Kyle channel's first married mod stream team. Well, that sounds like a commercial for a news at 10. Guys, if there's one thing that I want you to do tonight, it's I want you, if you have a PS4 or if you play on PC, just join my Destiny clan, bro. We can level up the clan together and get benefits. Don't you care? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Destiny. That's fine. And that's cool, because as we roll up the list of 30 times people ruin their own court cases, we arrive at number 17. Jesus Christ. Actual lawyer here, and this one was especially sweet. Okay. Wow. Sam Smith asks if it's cross-platform. No, it isn't, but the clan is. And that's what you need to worry about. It's the clan. Okay. The clan. But yes, sorry, allow me to continue. Actual lawyer here, and this one was especially sweet, was involved in an ownership control dispute of a Venezuelan company. While we had no doubt who controlled the company, opposing counsel had created enough smoke to create just enough doubt for the federal judge to order us to file a declaratory action. After a few months, we decided the equivalent of a declaratory order from the high courts in Venezuela, basically saying our client was in control of the company. English, motherfucker. We had the order translated and certified and drafted a motion explaining to the court how these orders from Venezuela. Oh my God. And then he goes, some background. Nigga? No. Oh my God. I have absolutely no problem putting people to sleep. You know, if they want to go to sleep to my voice here, that's fine. But what the hell is this? Some background. The original Venezuelan High Court order, or first order, created the equivalent of a receipt. Like, nobody had anything to say about... This is just a thread full of lawyers circle jerking. And they're all enjoying each other's stories going, oh, I'm a lawyer too. I understand what that's like. That's insane. This whole thread is like The Office for lawyers. Oh my God. Why is Genevieve saying Stripes is so cute? Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Okay. Where's Faith? Okay. And Emmy. Emmy says they hiss. I had one chase me once. Not fun. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Oh, she's talking about geese. Wonder what Stripes drew today, if anything. Sin Duncan says, Kyle, yes, keychain. Sorry. It's fine. As we roll up, we reach number 15. My favorite is a story from Jerry Spence. For those who don't know, he is a famous trial attorney. A witness on the stand was claiming that he had suffered injuries to his arm because of a city bus accident. Jerry asked him to demonstrate to the jury how far he can lift up his arm after the accident. The witness makes a feeble attempt of lifting his arm. Then Jerry asks the Zip Z Stream. That's a very strange fucking amount, sir. I love you to death, Zip Z Stream. You're my man. You know what I'm talking about?
My man.
But you know that's a weird number. I like it. Thank you. $5.43. That's what's up. You know what I mean? Pushing tonight's over $10. You're really gangster. You know, I don't feel like I deserve you guys half the time. And by half, I mean all of the time. You're considerably insane. And I love and appreciate you. But Zip Z Street, man, 543. Oh my God. Are you okay? Get it together, Kyle. Mrs. Catnip says, I don't necessarily come to sleep. It's just the community and your voice is nice. Sort of calming. And the comedy is nice too. Comedy, is that what I call this? I remember telling a joke yesterday that I improvised on the spot about a man walking down the street and then he saw a rock with a face on it and the rock said, nigga, you gay, and that was the joke. That's the joke. The rock looked at him and said, nigga, you gay. And it was he had like a gravelly voice though. Is that funny? The rock had a gravelly voice. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? What is even going on? All right. Okay. As we roll up this list of, what is it again? 30 times people ruined their own cases in court. What am I? What? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Everything's fine, right? Yeah, hurricane about to hit my ass. Everything will be fine. That's a lot of land for it to get through before it hits my ass. Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm forgetting something here. Am I forgetting something? Ugh. Guys, I love you to death, and I hope that you're never tormented by such a feeling of missing something that could be considerably relevant, that it's just missing you, you know what I mean? How do I get anything done when all of these fucking bookmarks are something that they're not? You know what I mean? Kyle, get shit done. For the love of God. Get shit done. And here we go. Traveling up the list of 30 times people ruined their own CATE courses. CATE courses, nigga? God! Traveling up the list of 30 times people ruin their own cases in court. There you go, baby. Whoa. 2457. I'm sorry. Oh, man. You should see the way that I'm clapping, too. Like, I realized I clapped strange just now. I was clapping the back of my right hand to the palm of my left hand. And why was I clapping at all like a seal? I appreciate you and I love you, man. 24. Come on. What are you doing? I think that, man, Zip Z Stream, you're all right, man. It's not enough for you to just be an upstanding and incredible gent and, just destroy the donations tonight. My man. I appreciate you, my man. You know what I'm talking about?
My man.
But you're also tickling me in a way that I guess you know. It's really up my alley. 2457. Oh my God. But yes, I told you guys the reason I was late with this stream is because I was sorting out the soundboard so that I put Slap It on some toast and another thing for when people donate $3.50, but I'm over it. I also resituated my sound board so that, I really do like that golf clap. And thank you again for that donation here, ZipZ Stream. Gonna give you that golf clappy. Yeah. Give it up. Well done. You did it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and roll up this list by reading number 15. My favorite is a story from Gary Spence. For those who don't know, he is a famous trial attorney. Oh, trial attorneys can be famous, huh? A witness on the stand was claiming that he had suffered injuries to his arm because of a city bus accident. Jerry asked him to demonstrate to the jury how far he can lift up his arm after the accident. The witness makes a feeble attempt to lift his arm. Then Gary asked the witness to demonstrate to the jury how far he could lift up his arm before the accident. He lifts his arm much higher. The jury... Oh, Freak donated $3.50. Had to wrestle Nessie for this $3.50. Here's what I submitted to the soundboard site to play when this happens.
What's $3.50?
$3.50.
$3.50.
Whoa, Red Jinx, 30, whoa. You already went crazy. Just recently, Red Jinx. What do you do, lady? Are you an accountant as well, or maybe a bank robber girl? I don't care where you get that money. I just appreciate that you coming at me with that money, and I appreciate your girl. You're an idiot, Kyle. You're full-blown. I'm sorry. You guys tickle me. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much. For real though, Mads. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I don't deserve that. Ooh, somebody just got roasted. Faith has done it. Faith has timed someone out in the stream chat. What did they say? We all wait with bated breath. We gotta know. Kyle put me in gay baby jail. I didn't need to. Faith beat me to it. Why you gonna test people like that when you see the warden of gay baby jail right there? Faith runs this jail, son. Faith runs this jail. And you're requesting this madness? Guys, as we continue up the list, we arrive at number 14. I worked as an intern for a lawyer. Seriously, though, I really appreciate ZipZ Stream. Jinx, you're wonderful. And I really can't get enough of you. In the road of life, there are passengers and there are rocks with faces on them. But if anybody's gay, it's me. For you guys, thank you.
Bruh.
So number 14 reads, I work as an intern for a lawyer. Construction and law in France are quite strict in regard to the neighboring of historical monuments. Like, you can't be too close to shit that's old. Bing bong. The city was denying a permit for heavy modification of the house of our client. They were arguing that because you could see the house from the church's bell tower, modifications were impossible. As a support, they kindly linked us to a 360 picture from said bell. We, as kindly as we could, pointed out to them that our client's house was indeed not visible from the top of the church. The building permit was green-lit the following day. This is ridiculous. That sounds ridiculous. You know what I mean? I don't want to live nowhere where people are that crazy and silly. No, this is a nice, you can't build it. Like I'm building some sort of dildo house out in this bitch. I'm not building a house out of dildos, man. Give me the freaking permits. What's wrong with you people? I'm paying you and you out here giving me the run around. Come on now. Sam Smith says, Kyle, you are great. Not as great as ZipZ Stream. And Mads, I'm kidding. All of you are great, and I appreciate you all being here. You're wonderful. Emmy says, they don't have cake, but they have brownies. Who has cake? I want cake. Not cake. Nah, I don't want cake. I like brownies. I remember one time I had like the cinnamon pie, and it was the sweetest fucking thing I'd ever had, and I lost my mind. For real. It was like too sweet, though. What were they thinking? Okay? That's my anecdote. I love how like old man / female that anecdote was. You ever have a girl tell you an anecdote that almost like it was obviously not properly formed in her head as a complete thought, and they delivered it anyway. But that it's a complete thought the way I just delivered it to you. That's literally all there was to that story. One time I had a cinnamon pie and I was like, what the hell is really going on? You know what I'm talking about? Why is this so sweet? At any rate, let me go ahead and sorry. I shaved my face earlier today. And not like a lot of it, I just kind of trimmed, to get it so that it would be smooth above the beard. But I always feel like there's like loose hairs falling into the chest here. What are you talking about, mate? What are you talking about? Number 30. No, not number 30. 30 times people ruin their own case in court is a list that you're reading right now, and you are around number 13, which you might as well read right now. Number 13 reads, I am not a lawyer, but I witnessed the pathologist win a case in court by destroying the defense's credibility. That's the way you do it. It's just like when you're talking to a woman and you gotta let her know, nah, girl, I'm about to destroy your credibility though, girl. Okay, no, the question was over whether or not carbon monoxide poisoning could have caused certain signs of death in an individual. But the defense didn't study their chemistry very well and kept asking the pathologist whether carbon monoxide could have caused these signs. After thoroughly frustrating the defense by answering his questions incorrectly, the pathologist said very loudly, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did you mean carbon monoxide? Because that's a completely different thing." Completely destroyed the defense's credibility in front of the jury. They were done after that. So I guess the opposing counsel screwed himself by not picking up a book. But you don't have to take my word for it. That's a thing that LeVar Burton used to say in a popular television show called Reading Rainbow. Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, Reading Rainbow. I can read anything. Beep, beep, beep. Do you think there's like a Reading Rainbow fucking sound button? Reading Rainbow. Oh, check it. Dang. No, I don't need that sound. I want the... Damn, baby. What you hitting me with? Somebody's trying to go to sleep and I hit him with that. I apologize. Oh, boy. Well, these things happen. Misa says, Faith, I want a cat dog shirt. Alone in the world with a little cat dog. Bulk up with my protein shake. Protein, where I come from, is not something that homo dudes should be guzzling, bro. Radio Isotope says Port Asian is a good anime, Kyle. Okay, that's what he wrote my name to say. Emmy said, "Can I send food, Kyle?" Emmy, didn't you send food? Let me see. Let me see if I can count this properly on my finger. 1 day ago? Wasn't that yesterday that you did that? Emmy, what are you talking about? Emmy, you didn't win no lottery. Emmy, stop. Emmy, I appreciate you and all you do, but it would be reckless of me to accept. And if you do, don't send bread, because then I can't get it all before it's too late. Or maybe you would time it better this time so that it's not really about you timing anything. I just end up getting long-winded because I'm a hack. I am a hack and I can't keep it together. I feel like people get to watch me go crazy. But I really do appreciate you all, and I want to provide you with something that, you know what this channel needs, and I'm not going to lie to you, this channel needs a fucking writer. Super Monkey just donated $5 and he said, "Oh yeah, read my rainbow, daddy." What the bing bong? I should play that song again where it's like No, Kyle. Emily, you should write me a video and we'll see how it goes. But the thing about videos on YouTube is we need to find a topic that hasn't been beaten over the head already before. It needs to be something that people would be interested in hearing about, and I'll edit the hell out of that. Somebody in the thread has made a throwaway account, and it's the first time that I've seen somebody do that. And they say, sorry, I'm late, but Kyle, you need to listen to Nerdcore. You think I'm a musician and a vocalist, and you think I've never heard of Nerdcore, mate? You didn't even give me an artist, bro. You just named the genre. That's weird. That's weird. Speaking of people that I want y'all to listen to, go listen to MF Doom. I don't think I'd be the same guy without him. Skyward Revenant says, Kyle, can we talk later? Oh my God. That sounds delightful. You know what I mean? Something about that just sounds like, sure, Skyward. Why not? You know? You should have just phrased it, we need to talk. So, I don't even know. You know, Mr. Helper Boy says the only time I sent food to Kyle was Rice Krispies like a year ago. You know, I only just run out of those Rice Krispies. I appreciate that. I remember a long time ago I was sent M&Ms too, and I kind of just ran out of those because I was down to one bag, and the M&Ms started tasting like dark chocolate, which is kind of scary. I don't know what the hell's going on in that bag of M&Ms, and I'm like, was it not sealed properly, and maybe a little bit of air got in there? Because like, if these M&Ms were grapes, they'd be tasting like wine right now. You know what I'm talking about? The Red Jinx says, Kyle, if I buy you Player Unknown Battlegrounds, would you play it? Sweetie, but do you see me enjoying that game? Why don't you just buy fucking Destiny 2 on PlayStation and then join my clan? Because I want us all to level up together like a family. The thing is, I don't see myself enjoying Player Unknown's Battlegrounds in the same way that everybody else seems to love it. You know? I'm the type of, you guys haven't seen me play Call of Duty, but I'm the type of guy that just goes out there recklessly, gets shot, and needs to do it again. Watch me play Junkrat on Overwatch occasionally, you know? And you see that that's the way that I like to be, is the in your face, like managing a kill on your ass, even though I'm being absolutely crazy type guy. And I don't know. You know what I think I want is my 3DS back from Stripes. Stripes has my 3DS right now. And I've been meaning to get back into that stupid Pokemon game like I'm not an adult, but... why is everybody posting the Streamlabs link? I love you guys. Oh boy. I really do love you guys. He said, welcome to the Splash Zone, because yes, that's right. That is the little motto for my clan in Destiny right now. But I mean, even if you're not in the clan, thanks to Zip Z Stream, Mads, and everybody else for just being genuinely amazing, and Emily for being sweet and maybe writing some content for me in the future. Emily, write me some bullshit, okay? And then I'm gonna make a video about it. I'm gonna edit it, and we'll see if everybody likes it, and then we'll just credit you as a writer, and then you can put it on your blog or something. That's what Emily's all about. That's what Emily's all about. Did I finish this one? Yeah, I think I did. And I think this whole list wasn't boring per se, but because we asked people, you know what? As rude as it is to say, I think it would be like saying this: hey, boring people that, are analytical for a living and dry and awful, tell us the most interesting thing that has happened to you. It would be like, it'd be, what did Hannah say? She knows I'd kill to know what it was. What did Hannah say? Ooh, what did Hannah say? Tell me somebody saw it, man. I will stop this stream. I would call her right now if she wouldn't be like silent as hell and throw me into a terrible mood. Emmy says, stream, what do you want videos about? Oh yeah. Make it some, no. Yeah, let the stream answer, because you guys are the ones who are here right now. You guys are the ones that I love. Hey, look, Radio Isotopes retracted one of his comments like, I give a damn. Shut the fuck up, fuck boy. You ain't Hannah. Timed out, bitch. What a gangster. Kyle, you're an idiot. So, what we're going to do is travel up the list to number 12. What does that mean? Why are you doing this? I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let y'all play around on me in here. How about that? Wait, what was mean from Hannah? She said mail is a thing. Stripes wanting a ticket. Stripes want the ticket. Oh, as in a ticket here. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love Hannah. Oh my god. I want to imagine Hannah like it flying out of her fingers before she even did anything. You know what I mean? That's beautiful. I love it. She's adorable. Hannah's the little Sailor Scout. I can't. You guys can't. You guys, you're all wonderful in your own ways. And again, you guys might as well be anime characters with the kind of super heroic powers that you all have. And I love you for it. I apologize. Here's what we're going to do. I'll get through the list and I'll also stick around for a little bit. Maybe we can browse the internet. It's just this list was something strange. You know what I mean? It wasn't exactly what I bargained for. I guess we wanted more Judge Judy type bullshit. And this is the kind of like... You know them channels where like they're going through a bill or something, like on C-SPAN, and it's just like a whole bunch of dudes in a room sitting and talking, and you're like, what the hell is this? That's what this list is. And I dropped the ball here. What I should have done was read the list that I did this morning now. Like I did a list during the day. You just donated Tree Fitty, but he says he gotta go. He loves us. Trying to calm more people out of Tree Fitty.
What's Tree Fitty?
$3.50.
Tree Fitty. Tree Fitty.
I like that one. Victoria Morales says, Kyle, can we get more TIFUs? There's so many people on Reddit. I mean, not on Reddit, on YouTube that are all about that right now. And I think that they would do it more of a service than I would, because I consider them all juvenile. The thing is, I read over 300 TIFUs. I'm not exaggerating with that. And the thing is, after you've probably read about 50, you notice a trend. They're all the same. They're all very juvenile. A couple of exceptions are otherworldly, like cosmically insane type shit going down. But the rest of them are pretty much just the type of thing that a middle schooler would write, and it's been done before. I can't force myself to deliver that shit in a way that is entertaining or deliver it the way that it deserves for a story is zany and whoa, and today I clamped my balls down by accidentally sitting on them. Whoa, too long didn't read, clipped my nuts up to butts, you know? So really funny to some people, and that's fine, but it sure as hell is not for me. And the second that I turn into a hack shill doing something that even I don't enjoy is the second that I am not a guy with a channel anymore. I'm just another YouTuber. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. I like to think if I were asked to be a narrator on somebody else's channel, I'd probably deliver something that's so otherworldly as it contrasts the type of shit that I do here that it'd just shock whoever heard it. And they'd be like, that sounds like Kyle, but he's some kind of homosexual. I don't understand. Video credit Kyle, there's no way. Kyle, I just saw this video on this other channel and it says it was you. Oh my God, I understand. My head. You know what I mean? That's the sound of their head exploding. Stacey McClincy says, Kyle, food is coming to your home. Who? How? No, it's not. Emmy, did you? Why did she say thank you, friends? What's happening in my balls? Stop saying that. Stop saying what's happening in my balls. Throwaway account says we'll personally make a Agtha body pillow and ship it to Kyle. Sexual harassment. Still working, animating. Keep your beautiful narration, Mr. Kyle. You guys should narrate. If you guys are like, I need to find an animator who makes animated shit that can get me as a voice in their silly internet cartoon. I would freaking love that. I need people to write really bad fan fiction so I can read that for them. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Oh my God, I'd love that. Emmy sent food, huh? Oh, Emmy, you've got some splaining to do, Emmy. What did you do? Emmy, what have you done? Let me type that. Emmy. What have you done, Emmy? Okay. Do you think that there's like a what have you done soundboard thing? Let me see. What have you done?
Bacon, what have you done? Oh!
No, stop. You know what I want? I want the one that says, why have you done this? No, it's I can't believe you've done this.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
That's mine now. That's mine now. Ladies and gentlemen. Emmy says, I want more little Stripes animated videos because those are darling. I'll put one of those out then. But you need to write me some shit so that I can, make a real video because I'm a real boy. Okay? Sorry, guys, about this list. But to be honest, you should be thanking me. This list was weird as hell, all right? And here's a little bit of a taste of how weird the list is. Number 11 was interning at a legal services after 1L. If you can see my face, what does it mean? Doing discovery work for family law. My supervisor invited us to observe a hearing for our client to get a restraining order against her husband. At the hearing, the client discusses various times he threatened her. The man representing himself interrupted and said, Judge, I never said any of those things. If I had, she wouldn't be standing here. Oh. Well, okay. Well, here we go. Number 10. Damn, not a lawyer, but a relative of the retired prosecutor. Prosecutor? You really wanted him to be the other thing, Kyle. The prostitute. Relatives was working misdemeanor criminal court. Okay. Cases got called in alphabetical order, and two women named Catherine Smith and Catherine Smith with a K were scheduled to have their hearings before the judge. Not their actual names, but you get the point. Both for similar crimes, but slightly different. So the bailiff announces the next case to the courtroom, Catherine Smith, for 1 count of possession of cocaine with the intention to sell and 1 count of prostitution. So Catherine Smith stands up and indignantly cries, Whoa, just wait a second. Where the hell did the prostitution charge come from? I may deal crack, but I am not a hoa. You see this one? This leaned way too far in the TIFU direction of the scale. On a scale from 1 to TIFU, this one's like way off the charts over there. Stacy McClincy says, Kyle said he wanted to record and have a female voice backing him, so I volunteer. Schwanz Gruberman, thank you for hitting me with another $1.11, my man. My man. But you know damn well, bruh.
My man.
Were you supposed to be hitting it in the heat of the night? Tingly wingly. Now, dudes, I am not one to stir the pot, but I am scared. Candy Stripe said, oh, he hit me with $2 over on the my man. Yeah, I appreciate that, homie. You got it. You got it back. You see what I'm saying? Now that is what I'm talking about.
Slap it on some toast.
I'm really just rolling up to see that I didn't miss anything insane. The food is on the way. God, I'm scared, guys. She scares me. You can't do this every night, Emily. You can't do this every night. It's nuts, Emily. Let it be an evening storm shines down upon you. I'm sorry. That's a really dumb song. Enya, guys. Enya. For real. One day I want y'all to put on like as much Enya as you can find on the internet and find a song that makes you just want to start crying. And listening to Enya. Dude, I feel like you'll feel like this is what it's like if you were to be living another life. You know what I mean? That would be what it's like for you to be living another life. Kitty says, Kyle, by the way, have you worked on the Lil song I commissioned you? No rush, just excited. Yes, I've worked on it. Could you remind me what it was about again? Remind me what that was. I am working on it. I just need to remind you to remind me. Ooh, always something there to remind me, because you're a thing and not a person. Sorry, because the song is actually there's always someone there to remind me. Oh boy. Faith says I should probably show Kyle my voice soon. You know, Faith is very mousy with me, and many times that we have spoken, she is always just like, I don't know. And like it's so adorable. Like she won't talk to me. Faith will barely speak to me at times, and it's cute. But when I know she sings, it's just confusing. You know what I mean? Like, cause I can't imagine what it's like. And it's one of those stories. It's like a crazy story to tell where, you know this person, you and them are close. They're your friends and you just don't even, they keep this one thing away from you. I used to have friends that used to tell me these ridiculous stories about, I think that's a good way to get this demonetized, actually. Because if you go anywhere that's sexual, even if you're just talking about stuff, it's like everybody's got a stick up their ass. Is that okay to say? Oh my God. Anyway, I never got back to Closer, who was in the stream earlier, and I was giving her a lot of shit. Closer is kind of like the Sarah Bishop of the day streams, and I give her shit. But Sarah can't take it as well as Closer can. And it's because she's got enough going on with that baby. Okay, here we go. Number 8. I had to go to court over a financial cock-up when I was a student. Took advice from the university legal support team, who said I didn't need a solicitor, so I went in alone. The judge didn't like this and postponed it for another date so I could prove I'd had more counsel first. The other party's solicitor caught me outside the court and said, I didn't tell you this, and pointed out a huge error in the financial paperwork that made it very obviously come out in my favor. Went back to the legal support, got confirmation that it was right, went back to the second hearing alone, and got the entire thing thrown out. The other solicitor winked at me as he left. Saved me about 9,000 pounds. Nice chap. You ever hear a story and it make you mad because that's time that you'll never get back? I'm rolling up to the last 5 of this list, and I have never done something like this before. This has been gilded. The list demands your respect, Kyle. But it's killing me. This is not entertaining to me. Number 7. Not a lawyer, but took my brother-in-law's landlord to small claims court. He's on SSI and I'm his conservator. We sued for over $4,000 after she just decided she didn't like him and changed the locks on his apartment door. She also stuffed all of his belongings into the trash bags and dragged them out to the curb. This was all done the day after she cashed his rent check. Okay. It all started because she was letting herself into his apartment with no notice and was going through his stuff while he was gone. When I found out about this, I told him to let her know that that was not okay. He did, and that's why she kicked him out. I'm very organized and presented the judge with a folder containing the photos, receipts, short videos on DVD, and the sheriff call logs, as well as a concise timeline of the events. The landlord shows up with her son and countersued for the exact amount we were suing them for, claiming that the apartment was trashed. Interesting. There were, oh shit, somebody just got fucked in the stream chat. What's going on here? Anime Weeb says send Bob and vagina. I'm gonna unblock this person because it's clear that they're very lonely and they have nothing else going on. So I'm unblocking them just so I can ban them again, bitch. I bet you thought you had something going on, you nobody. Faith thought that I was undoing her work, but I wanted to just take my hand and put it on top of Faith's hand and then smooth it out. You know what I mean? You ever see somebody get behind somebody and they're teaching them how to play golf and it's really creepy? But I was just like, no, you got to do it like this. Motherfucker. Make sure they don't get back up. Stupid motherfucker. You got nothing going on. You got nothing going on until the Fire Nation attacked. So here, back to this boring ass story. The landlord showed up with her son. How about I just throw AskReddit at the toolbar? Okay. Here's one. It says, what would you never ask to receive, but you wouldn't turn down if you were offered? Okay. This one looks good. What would you never ask to receive, but you wouldn't turn down if it were offered? Somebody said, I never ask for food when I'm a guest in someone's house, but I almost never turn it down. If somebody offered me shrimp, I'd be like, bitch, hail to the nah. Fuck this house. I'd light a match, throw it, and I'd be out of there. You know what I'm talking about? I'd be out of there, okay? Partly because I think it's rude to decline the offer, but partly because who doesn't want free food? Intriguing. So number 2, money from my rich grandparents. Oh, that's a good one. That's probably the best one. Yeah, you want to ask your rich grandparents for money, but if they're all like, hey, Shani, you want your money? I'd be like, oh shit, Gramps. Damn, that's cute. Number 3, a nickname. Just weird to ask for your own nickname. I would turn down a nickname if it was like, if they called me, oh dude. I just remembered 2 guys that I nicknamed I just remembered 3 guys that I nicknamed in high school, and their nicknames stuck throughout their entire freaking high school. Oh shit. One of them was really Mexican looking, and I named him Sanchez. And everybody started calling this kid Sanchez, dude. I don't even remember his real name. So sad. The next year, these 2 dudes came, and I called one of them Pops, and the other one Slops. Okay, dude? Pops and Slops. And one of them was like, Slops was this really lanky white kid with like glasses that were too big for his face and the kind of hair that like was like shiny, like it was oily. Ooh, dude, what a thing to remember. Pops and Slops and Sanchez. Damn. At any rate, what have I become, you know? I can't recall a list I straight up couldn't make it through. But this is that. What is one thing your significant other hid from you until later in the relationship? Now this isn't boring. It's gotta be great. Let's just read a couple of these. Bing bong. So, number 1 says, when I first realized I was in love with my now husband, I was kind of terrified. To get myself less nervous about saying the 3 big words to him, I would whisper it to him when he fell asleep. He almost always fell asleep first. Well, I eventually said it to his face while we were both conscious. He told me a month later that he was sick of pretending and that he has terrible insomnia. He would pretend to fall asleep, wait until I was asleep, then get out of bed again. Meaning all of those whispered I love yous weren't nearly as secret as I thought they were. Somebody said this is the most adorable thing I've read all day. My thoughts exactly. Every time I see the phrase "hella clean," I think of somebody jumping in the shower and then getting out and going, "Man, I'm hella clean." You know what I'm talking about? Stupid. I gave someone with the last name Gruber the nickname Grubby, and they had it all through middle school and high school, and everyone called him that, and they hated it. Yay. Well, there's that. Victoria says, wait, guys, Kyle didn't finish the list, right? Don't. I'll finish the list. Okay. I don't want to have this. I don't want to have this hanging over me for the rest of my life. I'm going to finish this list, okay? Okay. The landlord showed up with her son and countersued for the exact same amount we were suing them for, claiming that the apartment was trashed. There were holes in the walls and they would have to repair everything before being able to rent again. During the hearings, the judge asked for the evidence of the damage to the room. The son whipped out his cell phone and showed a video panning and walking around the room. The video showed my brother-in-law's apartment, obviously still being lived in, with his stuff all still there and no visible damage. But there were a lot of posters and things hung on the walls. When the judge looked at the video, he asked, "Where is the damage?" The son replied, "You can't see it. It's behind all the posters." The judge frowned and looked at the video again and then said, "Did you take this video when he was still living there at the time?" The son replied, "Yes." This was the clincher. The judge then asked, "Did you ask his permission to enter the apartment to take the video?" Silence. We were awarded the full amount. This list is wounding me. Number 6. I am a lawyer who handles a lot of very specific types of contract issues. The other side argued they were entitled to work. We said we hadn't decided who was going to do the work and we were reviewing what we had to do. They sued for an injunction to block us from contracting with the other party. In discovery, they asked for our contract with this other company, all the emails about our decisions and to go with the other company, etc. We came back and gave them nothing except, except a couple of emails to them all saying we hadn't made any decisions and weren't purchasing anything from either company anytime soon, which was accurate. They paid thousands of dollars for their lawyers to get them their own emails that proved that they had no basis for a claim. Fortunately, they just dropped it there. Wasn't that entertaining? Oh my fucking God. Hello, Alex. Yes, you. Shake them titties, girl. For those of you who weren't aware of what perhaps just went down, someone in the stream chat said, "Hey Kyle, can you say hello Alex to freak out my girlfriend?" Which I did. And she's shaking her titties as we speak. Shaking her titties as we speak. Who ha ha says this is such a rapey list, it's forcing itself on Kyle. I don't want to be the guy that's not finishing lists, but this is unacceptable. This list is fundamentally lacking in entertainment value. And the thing is, my criteria for judging a lot of these is based on how many upvotes they get. Do you get what I'm saying? But this is something else. I'm not saying that the list needs to be BuzzFeed as fuck, but maybe I made the wrong call because I saw lawyers. Has there ever been a time the opposing counsel accidentally proved your case for you? What happened? Sounds crazy. Sounds interesting. Give me some stories where it's nuts. You know what I mean? One time I was in court, dude, and some dude was all like, "You broke my arm, bitch. You broke my arm." So I got up in his face and I lifted my arm and was like, "Oh, so you can't lift your arm like this?" And he was like, "Nah, look what happened if I try." And then he was all, and then I said, "But I thought it was the other arm." And he goes, "Oh, right, you're right. Oh, they both kind of stiff." And then the judge was like, "Man, come on with all that bullshit, man. Clank, clank." Oh boy. This one though. The question is, what is one thing your significant other hid from you until later in the relationship? My wife didn't know until 3 years into our marriage that I once worked as Somebody did not make a username called Pops and Slops just to donate $1 to the, I appreciate you, man. That is insanity. It's true though, whether you believe it or not. I did name a kid and another kid Pops and Slops, and those names stuck. People were calling them that shit. It was fucked up. And I didn't feel terrible about it until like later. How you gonna take somebody's name and just call them something else like right on the spot? Like they're just like, "Hey, my name is," I'm like, whoa, 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 okay. Your name is now Pops. This kid's name is Slops. Okay? Pops and Slops. Pops and Slops of our days and our nights. Pops and Slops. First you get the lobster, then you get the taxi. You put them both together, it's lobster and taxi. Yeah, 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 one can pinch you, one cannot. Lobster and taxi, they have a plot. Ready for action every day, it's the Lobster and Taxi Show. Here they come down the street, dancing to that funky beat. Okay, listen, the problem with me now is that I'm not in the mood for this, dude. I'm not in the mood for this fuck-ass list. So, what do we turn the list into? You know, a I tried thing? I gotta put I tried in brackets. This list fell apart, don't watch it. What is this channel turning into? I owe you guys much better shit than this. So, oh no, Emmy says, Kyle, they're on the way with the food. She's serious, Emmy's serious. She did this just yesterday. Oh, Emmy. I wish I could let Emmy know that she was special by getting her to join my clan on Destiny so that we could play together. That's right. Let's play Destiny, guys. You're all free to join. Oh my god. Sooner we get the clan to rank 2, you guys are getting them benefits. That's all I'm saying. Creepy Boner says, I was falling asleep when you loudly said my name, but it wasn't even for me. I'm sorry, Alex. That's adorable in a way. Emmy says, Kyle, they said it won't be until 12/12 though? What does that mean? Wait, what is Emily saying? What won't be till 12/12? Lobster and taxi. I really did lose my mind. I apologize, kinda. Stripes wants to listen to the songs. That's how I get struck. I got struck the other night because the Frank Sinatra one sounds too similar to the identical Monkey Balls, so I couldn't get away with it being a cover, even though, you know, inevitably I will. Emmy says, Kyle, they said it won't be until 12:12. What does it mean? What does it mean? Emmy says they say they are on the way, but the delivery time say they have on the page is 12:12. 12:12. Omega says, how did the list go? Kyle, I wasn't here. Went off without a hitch. It was a fantastic list. And just take my word for it. You don't have to come back and listen to it. Just take our word for it. There are 50 of us here. We all give the list an A-OK. You know, you ever take your thumb and then put both of the fingertips together, like your thumb and your index finger, and you're just like, that's a A-OK. That's what this list was. It was something. Ugh. It was something. Faith says I'm doing pixel art of cat dog with some shirts. That's adorable. Stripes wants to see her pixels. I wonder how many of these girls are going to get together in their art and form some sort of like artistic creative girl Voltron. What's going on with Irma, y'all? The cone has had a major western shift. Pay attention, Tampa and Panhandle, Florida. Okay. So it's about to go on to the left side of the peninsula now? That's scary as hell. I didn't think a landfall of any global tropical cyclone of Category 5 strength is rare. You're telling me it went back up to Cat 5? Dude, it was Cat 4 for a while. Yo, how the fuck did it do that? Are you shitting me? People were, Zone A of Florida, which is the right side of Florida, was mandatorily evacuated. Mandatorily. We don't have time for words. We have to get out of here, okay? That's how crazy it was. You understand me? And now the storm literally was like, ha ha, bitch, I want to go on that side. Well, check this out. Ha ha. And it just went to the left side. Oh my God. Here's the crazy thing about Florida. We have these things called the Keys, which is like a shitload of islands below Florida. How crazy is it that some of the jackasses who live on these dumbass islands that are literally like pretty much on sea level, we're not talking about like an inch or 3 inches above sea level. I'm talking about we on the water. We talking about you could throw a bowling ball in the water and your house is flooding. You know what I'm talking about? And they out there in the middle of a Category 5 hurricane talking about, oh, well, we just gonna wait it out. Now ain't nothing going on down there. We speak like we from Louisiana. Now you better check out these collard greens. I'm kidding. I don't know how those people talk because I don't care. But ain't nobody gonna be knowing how they talking like. I said it. Ain't nobody gonna be knowing how they talking like when they're all dead, ladies and gentlemen. Do you get what I'm saying? Ooh, it's not fair. Emmy says, Kyle, Fat Man says, knock, knock. Who's there, Fat Man? Where is Fat Man? Where's Fat Man? I wish I had a graphic. Wish I had a graphic to pop up and it would just be like, where's Fat Man? You know what I mean? Like, what if I do that and Kyle, calm down. Wait, I can just make a text thing, can I? That would be cute. I'm gonna make a text window. It's gonna be really big fun. Where's Fat Man? You know? Where's Fat Man, guys? What happened? Where'd he go? Wow. Where's Fat Man? Guys, for once I genuinely feel like I didn't bring it tonight. And I feel like it's more the fault of the list and me not adequately preparing for it. Because I genuinely spent more time trying to situate the Tree Fitty line into the list because I said I was going to do that yesterday and I didn't do it. So I felt really ridiculous about it. Victoria Morales says 1%. Bye. Oh, her phone's dying? Probably. Oh, damn, girl. Charge your phone. Where'd Fat Man go? Guys, I'm probably honestly gonna ask Emily to do something for me, and she's overdue for a little bit of payment too, so I'll probably hook her up with some bing bong time. But I want her to write something for me. Do you get what I'm saying? For me to read. And I don't know what it should be. Creepy Boner says, the Florida Keys is my favorite place on earth. But half the people down there live in houseboats. Hopefully they drove further up the coast and posted up in boats' yards up north. It's not going to be safe for them, girl. I don't know what to say to you. Stacy said, gotta go do homework. Snap me, Kyle. I will, Stacy. Hope you have a fantastic night. And you guys all take it easy. I don't know what to say, man. Look at this damn storm. It went to Cat 5 again. Those are some images, baby. Okay. 37 minutes ago. You guys are placing heavy rocks behind the door to keep it from being blown open. Y'all gonna have some bigger problems soon here, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all gonna have some bigger problems soon. I wonder if a hurricane could make a mixtape, what it would sound like. Shower thoughts with Kyle. Guys, I love you. Ooh, what's that? I think I should jump on Destiny. I mean, I know none of you want to join my clan and play with me, but sometimes that's okay too, you know? I'll always love and appreciate you all. And I promise that tomorrow I'll find a better list. But I also want you guys to hit Emily with topics, because I remember her asking earlier, but I don't know if you said anything. You know? So guys, I love you. I'm going to jump on to Destiny, so if you want more. Faith says, I'd play with you, but I'm not far ahead enough. What do you mean? You haven't completed the 3 little tutorial missions to where you can play with other people? Because as long as you can play with other people, I'm willing to go back and do that with you. And if you haven't played through those right now, go ahead and do them now. And then I'll just make a new character and play through them as well, so that we can play together and it won't be a big deal. It's up to you. You know, I know you're a busy girl and you got shit going on tomorrow, and that's, you know, that's what's up. That's what's up. What'd Skyward say, but hey, whatever to? But hey, whatever, bye everybody. What did Skyward say? Oh, Skyward said, I want to play, but hey, whatever. Ooh, that's catty and bitchy. She can't pretend. She can't pretend she ain't mean that in a mean way. All you had to say was, I had it. You forgot, Kyle? Let's play together. And then if I was like, ew, okay, that's not going to happen, it'd be one thing. But for you to just be like, whatever, Kyle. I hate you. I hate you, Kyle. Wow, Skyward. Wow. You're just such a downer. And I don't even have my Hannah here to defend me against you and your mean ossitude. Terms and conditions, that's a hell of a username, says, I loved your you have to fucking eat video. Why, thank you, terms and conditions. You know, I hope you agree to my terms of service. The Red Jinx says, Kyle's journey to survive the hurricane world. Video killed the hurricane star. Faith says, not really sure. It's gotten to a point where I'm with other people. I think we can play together if you're with people for real. I'm not sure though. Throwaway account says, Kyle, have my baby. Okay. And then Skyward Revenant says, oh, Kyle, no, don't be like that. Don't be what? A nice guy and try to please everybody. And then, you know, just because things don't go my way, that means I have terrible intentions because I'm a nightmare and I'm a awful person. That's fucked up, Skyward. That's fucked up. That's all that matters to you. Alex, why don't you have Destiny so we can play together and you can join my clan and then we can, you know, be amazing. I really hate to keep plugging that clan, so I'm not gonna. But, you know, I believe in you all. What the fuck? It's a fucking 11. Emily, what the hell? Emily, what is all of this, Emily? She does know that I love this fucking boneless bullshit from this place too, man. I love it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude. Whoa. Kyle says, Emmy, you should say Fat Man's name 3 times and see if he appears. What, like Beetlejuice? That's ridiculous. And why? Are you saying that he's the one who somehow made this happen because you guys were conspiring? I am genuinely out of breath and like anxious as fuck as usual. Thank you again, Emmy. You really didn't have to. And this is also a lot. What is this like Hershey thing? Is that like a Hershey pie or something? That's not. But also, my brain. What's wrong with my body? Okay. I'm going to say Fat Man's name 3 times, like Beetlejuice. Because that's what, you know, Fat Man created the hurricane, says somebody in the stream chat. All right, so I'm going to say it Fat Man 3 times, like I'm in like I'm looking in the mirror, okay? Here it goes, you know? Fat Man. Fat Man. Fat Man. See? Is he gonna come into the stream now? I would be surprised if he wasn't even here. It wouldn't be the first time people fell asleep in the stream. And I love how that I was literally about to end the stream when when that nonsense happened. Oh boy. Oh, exactly. He's working. See? Everything's cool. And why does Candy Stripe says no, you're doing it wrong? What? That's how. Oh wait. Beetlejuice is different. I'm thinking of Bloody Mary in the mirror. I apologize. Why? Cuz I'm old. I don't remember. Emily, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, you're amazing and I appreciate this. And I was honestly feeling like playing something, but now I just feel like eating and watching something. But Emily, oh my God. Guys, I love you to death. I genuinely feel like I didn't even appreciate you all being so wonderful this stream because I lost my shit. But expect something gangster tomorrow, especially since I'm probably going to have to be spending some time with my grandmother while we prepare for this hurricane. So I'm going to need to record some things ahead of time to situate later. And that may be up more people's alley because I know they like me sticking to the topic sometimes. But tonight's topic was awful in the way that everybody delivered it. So there's that. Alicia McNeil says, Kyle, please check your Facebook messages. Girl, I haven't been on Facebook in years. Tell me how I know you got a husband or you're married or, you're a woman with a lot of cats. I'm kidding. Faith owns a lot of cats. And I'll have you know, I'm crazy about Faith. Guys, I love you. And as crazy as it sounds, Emily is going to usher in the second coming of this channel. So expect more soon, guys. I love you. And take it easy. Monkey says, Kyle, add me back on Snap. Remove me right now, add me again, and I will add you. You get what I'm saying? Because knowing who's who is very difficult when I throw my name out a lot, and that's probably bad. Faith says, I have a friend with 11. 11 what, imaginary friends? 11 cats. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of pussy. Why am I thinking so hard about it? Live your life. Live your life. It doesn't matter what you want to do. Guys, I love you. I need to bring Emily to task for what she's done. And I hope that you all have a wonderful night. You guys know how to get a hold of me. And I can't get enough of your love, babies. I'll see you guys soon. Never forget, I'm here for you. And I love you. Good night. Oh boy.